name's Arlene Murphy. This is my bus, Bessie, and we'd love to show you around. Come on aboard. We're just in the middle of preparing for a food fest tonight, so we got food on the stove, but Bessie's a 24-foot International, Bluebird International. I bought her, she's a 1990, and I live in Ontario, Canada, but I flew to Regina to get her because I wanted this size. So 24 feet allows me to maneuver easily anywhere, park anywhere, so it's worked out really, really well. Yeah, so I'm an artist, and this is by far my most creative project yet, and when I leave here in 5 days, I'm going to have a lot more paint on the outside of her. That's one of my goals, is to paint her up. So yeah, so I wanted to create a bus that I could live off-grid and boondock, so I just did that up in Quartzsite for 4 days, and so I'm going to continue that here, and we had everything we needed on board. So I'll just take you through and show you kind of what I've done. I've never built anything before, never put anything, 2 pieces of wood together. So I started with this bench, and I think it's hilarious because you can see how higgly-piggly it is. By the time I got around to this bench, I kind of figured a few things out. But these both have storage underneath, and then they come down to be a bed as well. So my daughter and I are doing the California coast after I leave here, so I'll have a second bed. I just wanted a very simple gravity-fed water and plumbing system. I don't have any pumps or anything on board, so I just built this cabinet. Right now, because we're dry camping, I'm collecting all of my dishwater and I'll just dump it. I use all biodegradable soap, so but otherwise this sink does drain down. I have a very simple plumbing system, just goes into a jerry can, and then that 15-gallon tank in the back, again, is gravity fed, so if I need to put water in these or into, I filled my pasta pot, I just put it on the ground, and that puts the water in for me. So that also has a hose going to my bathroom that I built myself. We'll skip down to that just because I'm showing you the plumbing, but everything on a bus build is $1,000 plus, and so I didn't want to spend $1,000 on a toilet. So I built my own. So literally it's a silicone, I think you call them a boot. I have one on the top for my wood stove too. And I had the hose coming down into my
That's a great idea.
Water. Yeah, so I siliconed it up at the bottom just so that it was a little bit more of a level surface, but it's glued and siliconed, and it runs into my jerry can so that the sink water and the urine go together. And then the back is little, it's what I learned from Bob Wells, just the garbage can or bucket with layered with a bunch of plastic bags, and then I have all the sawdust from when I was doing the build. I kept it all, and then the charcoal from the wood stove. So I have a bucket underneath, and that's how I do toileting. So this here is my cooler. I have it off right now. This is I left Ontario on January 5th. This is the first cloudy day we've had. But this little Coolatron keeps anything I need cool, and I've got a Jackery system. Can't speak highly enough of that. That's a Jackery 500, and I've got my 100-watt solar panels outside. Not really doing much right now, but when the sun's shining, it works great. So this was a must. I saw this again on the many videos that I watched. It's a cubic mini. This is the Grizzly, the big one, so it does more than enough to heat us, and that starts going when it gets hot.
Probably blow you right out of here.
It's fabulous. Now, I didn't insulate the floor, so I've never been to the point where I'm really, really, really super hot in here.
Right.
I didn't want to lose ceiling height because I'm tall, but so yeah, and then just under here is all my wood storage. You have to cut the wood really small.
Nice little.
Yeah, so this stove is awesome because I take it outside. Now, I had it out earlier, but it's windy. So with the propane, I thought, no, I'll bring it in here. But I love the oven. Another Canadian company, and just super fine. And I just built these cabinets and stuff.
Pick it up Canadian Tire?
I ordered it from the company direct online, but I'm not sure if you can get them on with Canadian Tire.
Yeah, I've been to Canada a few times. Canadian Tire is my favorite store up there.
Oh, yeah, they have everything. Yeah, so that was a bit scary. Anyone that's cut a hole in the ceiling of their bus or their vehicle knows, but it works great. Just a little counter. All the counters are temporary. This is just stick-on. I literally finished this build the end of December, and I hit the road January 5th. So this is sort of the maiden journey, and when I go back, I'll find something different for that. So yeah, and then I made myself just a closet out of a piece of driftwood, and that works really well. You know, clothes that side, food this side. This bed, I didn't choose to lift it up. A lot of people do. I didn't bother, but I can. I have an opening here that I can get into, and both of these doors at the back open. The fellow I bought it from used it as a toy hauler, he called it. So he used to bring in quads and dirt bikes, and so you can open up both. So I have 2/3 open.
That's unusual.
Yeah. So underneath is all storage that you can get out from the back. And this was an idea too I found. So because this is 75 inches, which is standard bed, I built a second section there that's on a piano hinge. So there's laundry in there, paper products, all kinds of stuff. So it's not wasted space. Yeah, and I mean, I just stow everything down when I drive, and it works perfectly.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of that great schoolie, and in the coming weeks there'll be more. So please, I will see you next Saturday for a tour of another schoolie. Steampunk Steve saying, see you on the road.